Hello everyone, I'm TheClayberry 64 and I guess I guess nobody actually is into my series. I might as well I guess this will be my last time I'll be on the TheClayberry's Anime Madness and all that. So the game I'm gonna review is Donkey Kong Country 3. This is a game that was originally meant for Solocare Acts, but because he's a bit lazy, as he always is, it deserves that I should do it for you. Because the TheClayberry kept on telling him that hurry up with the review, but Solocare Acts said he's too busy, so I decided to do this for me. Well, for the TheClayberry. So without further ado, let's start the review.
Donkey Kong Country 3 would be the last game that would ever become a Donkey Kong game on the Super Nintendo. It seems that the new characters you play as, Dixie, comes back, but now you have a new character named Kitty for rolling Nintendo and all that. So without further ado, let's make a new file. One thing I do like about this game is that not only it shows the intro, it also shows you the files. Now you think it's like Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, but no, in the Donkey Kong Country 3, they're VHS tapes. For a 90's game, that's very impressive. Back in the days, we only had VHS. There were no such thing as Blu-rays. I think at the time, DVDs were barely starting to become popular. I also forgot to mention that in the VHS, once you're done and you press that, you select that file, it goes in like an actual VHS player. Funky Kong makes an appearance for being not only just an old character. He's helped Donkey Kong before. In this one, he builds vehicles, but you need coins in order to help him build some more. I also forgot to mention that this is where Kitty comes in and helps you out, so Funky gives you advice. And now let's start with the first level. This first level is actually pretty interesting about it. Instead of being a jungle or a pirate ship, now it's like a lake or something. Technically it is a lake. The music will always be catchy as ever, from 1, 2, and now 3. The next level is sort of kind of like inside of a wooden place. But what's interesting is that most of these times is that whenever you want to proceed, you need to pull down a lever and let the door be widely open. That way you can have the advantage of getting in a place. And now we have the save data. Wait, that song sounds familiar. It does. It sounds like the castle from Super Mario 64. I guess this was maybe Rare was trying to do it to promote Super Mario 64. Anyways, you could also change to animal buddies. Just one tip, just be very cool when it comes to animal buddies getting, well, this one doesn't like mouses. Now let's talk about the first boss. The first boss is a giant barrel, but if you throw a bug on and feed him, he'll eat it and burp. So it's kind of like a battle to see who would fall. If there's a burping contest, this barrel would have dominated everyone because everybody would have had a hard time burping. And this one, you just give a bug and he'll burp. He'll get the winning prize. After you defeat the boss, you get a coin and then you're done with the mission, and then they send you back to level 1 so you can get out of there. Oh my goodness, the water level theme. It sounds so creepy. I thought that horror movies were scary, but this is actually starting to creep me out. If anyone still thinks that horror movies are still scary, do me a favor, play this level and play in the nighttime. Let's see how you can handle that. In this stage, it's more like, what the crap is this? I mean, there's a saw trying to cut everything until it reaches to you. I mean, this is actually pretty impressive, but also pretty cool. It's actually more scarier if you play it at nighttime, like I said in the water level. It's more scarier. If you thought that the minecart and the roller coaster was hard, well, guess what? This one that kind of looks like both of them, but you're inside a sewer, is way harder than it is. The vehicle is going so fast that you don't even know what's going on. I mean, seriously, what is going on? It's like, it's just really fast. Alright, this next part is going to the sewers, but what's really interesting is that it's all like, it makes you slow, but it also lets you jump higher. I'm surprised that Rare actually did this. The next boss is what appears to be Frosty the Snowman, and he's playing a game with you called Snowball Fights. Although there's nobody else, it's just you and him. If you hit Frosty the Snowman with a snowball, he'll start laughing like he finds it funny. Out of nowhere, he has the ability to shoot snowballs from his hat. What a magical Christmas. The last hit you throw with a snowball, he'll start laughing, but start laughing more psycho. I guess it was Rareware who probably gave him too much helium. Moving on to the next level. The next level is another sewer level, but what's hard about this one is that once you get into the water, which seems to be poison water or just poison, you actually move reverse. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? What was Rareware thinking of making this game?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. How is it possible? I mean, I have to, in order to beat this level, I have to play it upside down. That's what all of us gamers do in the 90s. Play it upside down. I'd bait someone if they beat it while their eyes are closed.
And now we're at the final battle. Before you face the real final boss, you have to fight some kind of robots. Yeah, I don't know what was all that about. There are text dialogue on the top, which kind of reminds me so much on Mega Man X4. Alright, with that said, let's start this talking about the battle. Usually this robot thing is gonna fly up and fly down. When it goes fly up and let's go, it's gonna let you have a chance to move under him so you can get the barrel and hit him. Once you hit him, it'll change heads, and for some reason it'll start shooting missiles, or yeah, they're just missiles. Thankfully, this robot only had 2 shots to defeat, so the second hit will just basically beat it, and then one of those hangers will just come down and hang it and then carry it up. Alright, with that said, let's face the final boss. Oh my goodness, look at that. He just reminds me of the wizard from Wizard of Oz. Then he's just staring at us and then comes out and starts talking about how we destroyed his grand masterpiece, that thing that we just faced. What's also interesting is that he did mention that his wife is going to kill him for using all of her best pots and pans. Why did I say puns? Then Dixie or Kitty Kong actually roasts on his machine. Then he mentions that he's the Master Chief and he would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. And I can't believe they also referenced Scooby-Doo. By the way, the final boss's name is Baron K. Rulenstein. I guess this is supposed to be similar to Dr. Frankenstein or something. Alright, I skipped a little bit just so I could show you guys the battle. So this is going to be one of the most hardest battles I've ever done so far. You have levers, or those things that you pull down right on top, so you have to jump on one part and then jump there to get a barrel, but only the one who is a little bit closer to the top screen. Also, Rulenstein, if you hit Rulenstein, he'll just fly and start flapping his hands like if he was a bird. But Rulenstein isn't done over yet. He's switched, you just press a button, and now he's gonna try to electrify us. Now this time you have to jump over levers in order to be able to, try to get the barrel. But that's gonna be a lot of hard work since Rulenstein's gonna walk around and you touch him, you lose, and then you die. I mean, not die, game over. What's interesting is that if you hit Rulenstein in the back, he'll get electrified, so he gets his own medicine. The next part is obviously that Rolstein changes from two sides of platforms standing on top of electric spheres. Now one of them moves around, so you have to pull the lever down so you can grab the barrel and throw it at him. If I'm correct, this may be the final part, but this will be also the hardest part. Once it's done, he puts both like normal, but the hard part is that the electric spheres will start energizing up with electricity and will try to electrify you, so you better be really fast on collecting a barrel. But this isn't going to be an easy way to finish the game, as you also have to aim really fast on Rolstein's back, because this time he's going much faster. And once you do beat it, you finally beat the game. Rolstein gets electrified, gets thrown up, and falls into some place that I don't know, and then you collect the last coin. Surprising enough is that it turns out that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong were here all the time. They just didn't know what was happening. Which, apparently, I guess we rescued DK and Diddy. Donkey Kong also mentions that he doesn't remember being in this place, but good thing that Diddy explains that Dixie and Kitty actually rescued them, even though in the final battle it was mostly Dixie and Kitty just ran off. Then Diddy mentions that he's very impressed and he probably thinks that Cranky would have done it after it, but Cranky comes out as like, nope, I'm not gonna go with this, Diddy. I like how Cranky says, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? What's different from this ending from the other ones, as the other ones were just characters showing, this one is more based around photo albums. Yeah, so I guess back in the days, photo albums were something that people could remember from a time they did something awesome. So they take a lot of pictures of the bad guys, which is a really good thing. That's actually impressive to show everyone how the old school was, how we use cameras. Nowadays, people have iPhones, Androids, and they could just, keep it in there. But back in the days, we had to get a camera, then take it to the store, and then after that, we had to get them all printed to see what photos were good. Now time to show the bad guys. Instead of them being on their traditional animation like what they did in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, this time the photo albums are probably based on actual pictures that were actually rendered on a Silicon graphics machine. And this actually makes it really cool because the other ones had animations and it was kind of nice to see that, but this one, like I said before, it's rendering pictures but making it look like they took a picture of it. It's kind of funny because imagine if they actually did it. Before they fought a battle, they told them, hey, let's take a picture, okay? Say cheese. I guess that's about it. What do I think about Donkey Kong Country 3? I like it. It's a great game. I don't know why Solocare Acts wanted me to sell this game, even though I got the game. But I guess it's a great game. It is an amazing game. It's probably better than any game that has ever existed that I've played so far. But Donkey Kong Country 3 is the third installment and would be the last one to be on the Super Nintendo. And I guess that's about it. So I'm TheClayberry64 and I'm done being on this channel. So I'll see you guys maybe next time.